OnChain. Hey, OnChain revolution, Bitcoin not an illusion. Market recaps and I do a roll call. You're not bullish in the vocal. Look at the price action, yeah, send it to the deck, sell it through the stack. Ordinals the best. Too much Bitcoin, gotta go to read. If you end up bearish, gotta put the knee pad. Let me see the comments. Look at the fear and greed index. Bridge, look at the chart.
Welcome back to the Trader's Edge, episode 5, Artura's live stream. Guys, this is something we do every single week, every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern time. We go live with you guys, and this one is going to be awesome because we're going to be doing swing trade strategies. Swing trades are very, longer trades. So let's just say day trading is in that day, out that day. Swing trades could be a couple days, a week, or even a couple months, right? A long-term trade. So it's kind of like your strategy, and we're going to kind of be digging into exactly what a swing trade is and what it means to these guys, and a lot of different topics as well. We're going to be getting into some aspects of Artura. I am going to be showing you guys how to potentially, bridge your Bitcoin over there and get it out and figure out how to get you guys some PUSD. It's super easy. I'm going to walk you guys through that as well. We have an amazing show today. We do have Bitcoin pumping above 116 right now. Absolutely great to see, because this morning I was getting depressed. I mean, we were doing our live show and I was not in a good mood. It's crazy how Bitcoin can change your mood though, right? So let's get this show started. Without further ado, let's bring in my partner as always, Mr. Iago B. What's up, buddy?
What's up?
What's up, man? Was that right? Can a swing trade be a couple months?
I mean, that would be a pretty long swing trade, but
Yeah.
I mean, technically, it's you can, as long as it's not like a scalp type of approach, right? You're kind of you're looking at the larger time frames and taking advantage of that type of approach versus something that's very quick in and out. So. Yeah, I mean, a couple months. I think that would be an extremely long.
It's a long-term trade for sure.
Yeah. I think typically that a couple days to even up to a couple weeks is the typical kind of average time frame. I could be wrong. We'll I'm sure Marian and he'll correct me if I am.
I'm sure we will. So without further ado, let's bring the Artura guys up. Let's bring Instant. Let's bring Marian, and we have someone new joining us. We got Zutada. What is up, guys?
Yo.
What's up?
GM.
What is up, guys? Glad to have you guys back. It's always fun to do, the Trader's Edge on Tuesday. I feel like it helps a lot of our audience because we do have a lot of people that are newer to trading, and they're wanting to learn. So super exciting stuff. Would love to kind of kick things off with Zutada. He's obviously, the new guest this week. Zutada, if you wouldn't mind maybe giving the audience, some of your background. You can go as far back as you want, leading up to how you got involved with trading.
All righty. So I dabbled into crypto when I was 15. I'm 20 right now. So I basically got in during COVID time with the NFTs booming. Everything was just going crazy at that time. Made a lot of money with NFTs. Also lost a lot of money. Lost ledgers, private keys, everything. I've been through it all. And then after that, the meme coin phase started to kick in, and I started dabbling into that. And I did that for like a year and a half. Made loads of money. And then after that, I was just like, I wanted to just teach myself how to trade. So then I picked up on it pretty much the beginning of this year. And I just put my head down 16 hours a day, just staring at these charts, just trying to figure everything out to learn as much as possible. And yeah, I'd describe my style kind of like intraday trading. So I'm like paying attention more towards, what the daily candle will do for the day or what the 4-hour will do. So kind of intraday scalp. It just depends on how much I'm risking for the day and the volatility in the market for today to take a specific approach. So, yeah.
Yeah. So do you feel like you have got a hang of trading? Obviously, there's a pretty big difference between trading meme coins. So do you feel like you're in a good place right now? Obviously, you always want to grow, but where do you feel like you are right now? Like you're at that like before expert level, kind of in between beginner and expert? Where do you feel like
I
you are?
mean, you know, me personally, I think I know a lot. Like I said, I was grinding 16 hours a day, you know, staring at the chart. Obviously, someone with 6-7 years of market experience, it's gonna beat me regardless. They've seen it all. But I think I've put enough time when it comes to my technical analysis, forward testing it, you know, consistently losing money, taking those quality trades, going over and analyzing what was done wrong, why price reacted off of these levels. Also following some traders on Twitter and seeing their approach with a trade and dissecting on what was their thought process behind taking that trade. But I'd say I'm for sure, you know, expert level. I know what I'm talking about when it comes to this. My model is pretty precise and yeah.
Yeah, man. So being 15, first getting into crypto, what was the introduction like, and what was it like? I mean, I feel like, you know, when I was 15, dude, I don't, you know, I couldn't even imagine getting into this stuff. What was it like being that young, that early?
I mean, it was nice. I feel like that was the time when a lot of people started to get into it because COVID, everyone was in their house, everyone was online. And then on top of that, I also had a teacher in my computer science class in high school, and he was just shilling XRP to all the students. He was just saying, buy this, buy XRP. And it was at like 15 or 20 cents at the time when he was saying, he was like, buy this much XRP. It's gonna hit this amount. One of the crazy XRP shillers, which of course, like, it's up now. But the price targets that he had were kind of unrealistic. But that's how I also like got into it very heavily, because he had such a strong conviction in crypto, and he taught me about like decentralization and, you know, the background on crypto, why it was created and everything. And then I just got hooked on it from there, and on top with COVID as well too. Just having so much time to do research.
Yeah, man. Absolutely awesome. Really nice to have you here today. So we're going to be getting into some topics and stuff like that with the guys. Marion and Instant have been here every single day. And we do have Ace, it looks down there. Let's bring up Ace. Ace, how's it going, buddy?
Oh, hello. How's it going, everyone? How you guys doing?
Doing well, man.
Good,
Doing
man,
well.
man.
You've been hanging in there with these volatile markets.
Of course. Volatility is my life, brother. I'm
Yeah.
made for this.
Traders love volatility for sure.
I like upward volatility. I don't like the downside of volatility. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm happy
but
to have X up here, though. He's such a great guy, bro. Very good at trading. Knows exactly what he's talking about.
amazing. And we do have the great Marion here as well. What's up, Marion? How you doing today, buddy?
Yo, I'm doing fine. Surviving. It's a survival game.
Yeah, man, 100%. And then Instant, how you doing, sir?
Good. I'm glad you know, like kind of like you said that you know, Bitcoin's back at 116. So hopefully we'll keep on going up.
Yeah, man, we were doing our show today about, I don't know, 2.5 hours ago, and it was like 114. We were both miserable. Like the whole show, we were like, it was hard to get through it. It was like thing, but then like after the show, you see 115, and then, you know, I was timestamping, and the episode came back, and we're at 117. I was like, what the hell is happening? And so, Marion, CPI last week, PPI last week. Is this kind of what we're kind of pushing forward with tomorrow's you know, Fed meeting?
Tomorrow is a really important day. Yeah.
What are you
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm expecting like some messy price action prior to the news, but hopefully rate cuts, like hopefully, because it should like pump as crazy. Expecting Q4, we're leaning into that. Hopefully pump timber, no down timber like last year. So let's see what news brings.
Yeah, I don't think there's a hope for rate cut tomorrow. There's a 99% on Polymarket, so the rate cut is coming. I think what people are possibly looking, you know, towards is how will Jerome Powell be with his voice, right? Like, will he be dovish? Will he be hawkish? And so I feel like we haven't really had a baked in rate cut prior to it, right? You know, like it hasn't been really aggressively bought up. So could we buy the news for a change, and could that continue to kind of finish out the rest of the month?
I will position myself way prior to the news. I won't like gamble around the news because it could be like really, really messy. You could get liquidated or just getting the stop loss hit easily. So maybe just wait for the manipulation first. Don't catch any falling knives or pumps, whatever it brings tomorrow, and go on from there.
Yeah, we do know the rate cut is at 2 p.m. Eastern, and then Jerome comes out and speaks at 2:30. It would it be smart to get in a trade before Jerome speaks, or are you waiting for it to be completely over?
I will be waiting for it to be completely over, personally, because it's just gonna be manipulation to get some liquidity out of the market. So if you're not experienced in and like seeing which way the market is gonna go with those liquidity hunting, I will just step aside and wait for news to be finished.
Yeah, no, I agree with that approach too, 100%, because you know, a lot of inexperienced traders, they trade off of emotion, including myself. I mean, like that's one of the hardest things to really master, but that's what gets you to that next level. And people want to be right, and they're proud to be right. And so right now, a lot of people are thinking, "Oh, it's about to get bullish because we're going to get a rate cut." So I agree. I think let all of the crazy volatility action happen, then you'll see the true kind of where the price, you know, gravitates to. So agree with that.
Yep. All right, before we get started with some other stuff, I just want to jump over to 2100 A Bitcoin World. So for anyone who doesn't know, if you want to get started with Artura finance, all you have to do is head over to 2100 A Bitcoin World and then go up here and connect your wallet like I had. So what I did earlier today, I sent some Bitcoin over to this wallet. If you want to get that Bitcoin address to bridge, you hit the bridge as button there. You want to sign in with your wallet just like I did and confirm it. And then once you want to, before you want to send, obviously come here and get your Bitcoin address. So all you have to do is go to your Xverse wallet, Unisat wallet, or even Coinbase, and send this address here some Bitcoin. And then about 19 blocks later, I know it does sound like a lot. It's a couple hours. You can come back over here and you can claim. So I'm going to claim my Bitcoin that I sent earlier today, and then it's going to processing the claim. I'm going to hit close, and then eventually I'm going to come up here and I'm going to go to my MetaMask, and I'm going to have my Bitcoin, and boom, I already have it. So I have my $96 in Bitcoin I sent here, but I have it in Bitcoin, right? And if I go to something like Artura, I need some PUSD, right? That comes down here. You'll see it back here, PUSD. So how do I get that? Well, go back over to a Bitcoin World or a World on Bitcoin. You come over here. You go to this little spot right here. It's called Bitsy. It's all the way in the back. You want to click Bitsy. Bitsy will take you to their application. You hit their website, and you want to start trading. You will have to connect that same wallet that I just claimed that Bitcoin with, and I'm hoping that I have to come up here and then. Come on, Bitsy. Okay, that is the wrong wallet. So I'm going to hit X there, log in, MetaMask. I'm going to edit accounts. I'm going to pick the wallet that I want here, undo that one, update, connect. And that is going to put my correct wallet in place. All right, I guess it's my first time trading on this wallet. So I'll come down here and then I'll accept. All right, so now I am good to go. I'm going to switch it from Bitcoin. I'm going to show the Bitcoin that I have. I'm going to switch it to here. I'm going to go to PUSD, and then I'm going to go here. I'm going to put 0.008. You never want to do all your Bitcoin because then you won't be able to use Bitcoin as gas. So I'm going to come over here and put 0.008 here. It's going to be $90. I'll even go a little lower. I'll go 0.075, and then I'll swap for PYUSD. First, I have to. Oh, no, I don't have to approve it. So if you go from stablecoin to Bitcoin, you have to first you have to approve it. But when you're going from Bitcoin to stablecoin, you don't have to. And boom, I got my PUSD. I need a little bit more. I need $1 more actually. So I'm going to have to go up here and do it again. Let's swap that. Please wait 5 to 6 seconds after. All right. So we'll have to come back to here. But first, we'll go over to Artura, and we'll put the first set of trades in. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be doing swing trades. So who should we let go first here? I'm open to dropping out and giving Ace my spot, Ace, if you want it. So it is up to you. You want to do the swing trading competition? He might be busy, so I'll just take it here. All right. What do you want to do? Last week you went first, Jacoby, right?
Yeah. I don't want to go first. Let's let Marion go first. I want to go last.
Marion. All right, Marion.
Just long it. Let's go.
All right, you want to go long? What do you want to do? Bitcoin or ETH?
Let's go for tomorrow. Yeah, BTC long.
All right, he wants to go beat Bitcoin here. I'm gonna give him his 20.
So
The
let's talk
problem with
about
letting
Go ahead.
Marion go first is that everyone's just going to do the exact same thing as him.
Yeah, but they might pick a different asset, right? So that's part of it. But also, let's talk about the rules a little bit. So this is different than what we did last week. Last week was a scalper kind of trade, right? Competition that we did. This week is a swing trade. So we're gonna keep our trades open until next Tuesday, which is the next episode for the Trader's Edge there. But yeah, let's see what the next person is gonna do here.
Well, Marion, you said Bitcoin and how much leverage?
All in 25x.
25? Oh,
You're starting to sound like Shizzy. He sounds like Shizzy.
That's what I would do, honestly. So
yeah, I'm following you.
Prove it.
So I think you took a short for him.
Did I?
Yeah.
Like last time.
Sure?
Yeah, you pressed.
Did I? I should have had the buy button.
Yeah.
I don't know if it went through. No, it didn't go through. We're good. That was the approved. That was the approved section. So you have to approve it first.
Yeah.
And then you can buy long, and then confirm. I was wondering why it didn't hit, but should be good now. $20, 25x. That's going to put the trade right below, right here in about 4 to 5 seconds. You'll see it popping up here. There it is. All right, we are good to go. You have a $425 position. Your liquidation price, Marion, is $112,481, which right now I think that is very safe. But we will see. We'll find out. We'll find out tomorrow, basically, because it's going to be the hardest day. But next Tuesday is a long time from now, so let's see. But I guess we'll go next. We'll go Zutada. You want to go next?
Yep.
Yo. What do you want to do,
We'll do ETH. We'll long ETH, max leverage.
All right, so he's going. You go over here. Going to go click Ethereum. Going to pop your 20 in. All right. So ETH right now is 4495. We're going to grab go long. We'll go 25, 20, and buy long. You sure?
Yeah.
All right, locking it in. Once I confirm it, there is no going back. All right. And in about 4 to 5 seconds, you'll see it pop right under the Bitcoin long, and then we'll take a look at your liquidation price and everything else. All right, here it is. ETH long 25x. Your position is $425. And then your liquidation price is 4,334. I think that is pretty good. Not bad. We'll see what happens here. And then Jacoby, we'll go next with you, man. What do you want to do?
Yeah, so I actually want to go Bitcoin.
Okay.
I want to go Bitcoin, and I want to wait until the price is lower than Marian's, because that's what Instant did to me last week. No, go ahead and
Where's the limit? Yeah.
Go ahead and max that to 25x. Yeah, I feel like actually Bitcoin's going to have a stronger push up the next week and a half than Ethereum, but we'll see what happens here. But that's what I want right there.
All right, buying you in, bro. Locking you in. Locking it in. That'll be the third one. So we got 2 Bitcoin longs, and then I'll give my spot to Ace here. Ace, what do you want to do, bud? Hold on real quick for you. Tell me though. I just want to go over and make sure I have enough for you. Hopefully this works now. It's 19. Let's go 3. I need a couple dollars. Swap. Please wait 5 to 10 minutes. Submit the transaction again. I'm gonna give this quick a reset. This is Bitsy. It does this time to time when you're trying to swap.
Was it like $19 available right now?
No, that's what I have. I just need like $1 more. Yeah.
You want to drop your address in the private, and I'll just send it over because I have some. You need PUSD?
Works. Yeah, I might as well. Let me give you my address here. So I'll go up here. I'll go to my MetaMask. Grab my address, put it in the private. Yeah, I seriously just need like 50 cents to finish this out.
No worries. Yeah, just put it in there, and then you can kind of get Ace's strategy there.
All right, Ace. What do you want to do, bud?
Go to Solana.
You can't. This is Artura, buddy.
We haven't added it yet. It's coming though.
All right, so let's stick with ETH. Stick with ETH.
Okay. You want to go all the leverage because, like, if these guys get liquidated, you could be the only one standing.
I'm gonna go short.
Okay.
5x short.
Oh,
wow, that is different. I don't think anyone is going short yet.
I'm gonna go 5x short.
Okay, so
all right. So I just sent that out. I just sent it. It's pending right now. So hold on. There, it should have went through.
Check one more time. All right. There it is. Got it. All right, cool. So we'll grab your 20. And then we'll go 5x. And then we'll sell short. So we're selling here. Max trades opened. What? No, I get one more trade.
Oh, you know what? I wonder if you just need to refresh it once.
One more time. I think that's what happened last week too.
It should be 4.
Yeah.
So, Ace, what's your thinking on taking the short here? Do you feel like it's kind of like you're rolling the dice, you're going against the grain here?
Yeah, I just think that the market is pretty hyped up right now. Especially like going into these announcements. So I think like it might be just a local top here and a small little cool down. Not like a crazy drawdown, but I think a 5x short is necessary, and I won't be liquidated.
Yeah. And so tomorrow, you think basically everybody's like betting basically going too strong in on counting on this rate cut as being like overly bullish. And it seems like we've talked to you a couple of times. It seems like you do like to find those type of opportunities where it's almost like where the majority of the public is going one way, you'll take the opposite.
Yeah, all the time. But I mean, also like the only thing that I can say that counteracts this is all these like digital asset treasuries being raised of like billions of dollars that's going into these majors. So that's another thing that's also keeping the price up and keeping it going. But yeah, when everybody's going one way, I like to like do my own thing and go the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yago, can you send me your address and then you can just take that short on your side?
Well, I'll just take it right now. Take it right now. You don't need to send me anything because I have enough in there. So it's $20 short, 5x ETH, right? All right, I will take that for our guy here.
We might have hit one of the security measures on these trades that prevented another trade from being placed. So
gotcha.
On this one we might have to just cap it at 3 on this account.
Yeah, no problem. That's one thing I thought about after our show was over yesterday. We could just use Yagovi's account too. So we can have 2 accounts going with these trades. So that's what we're doing right now. He's going to put that trade in.
And that is what I'm doing there. All right, we're good to go. We are good to go. So we'll check these. They will go until next Tuesday, like I said, and we'll see who the winner was. And we're just going to go by P&L percentage there. So.
And let's see who gets liquidated, right? He's like Ace could win if it goes crazy tomorrow.
Yagovi's trade could take him to the #1 spot on the leaderboard as well. So,
Yes.
Sure. Hey, Shizzy. Yeah, he benefited last week, so I guess it's my turn. So, yeah.
Do you have enough in there for both of us?
Yeah.
If I send you 24?
No, you're good. I have enough. What do you want?
Give me an E. I'm gonna go 10x on Bitcoin because I think the liquidation prices might get hit tomorrow. I think at a craziness. So I just want to survive tomorrow. Give me 10x leverage on Bitcoin. Surviving is what sometimes is the #1 strategy, right? Making sure you have enough to stay in the game.
You want a short or long?
I'll go long. Okay. I can't. It's just not in me. It's short. I think I shorted last week though. Now I think about it, but yeah, I'm gonna go long.
All right, you're good to go. Good to go.
You putting it in?
Yep.
You putting yours in? What are you done?
You already put mine in.
Oh yeah, I did put yours in. Who we missing? So we're good. We got everybody. Wait, instant. We'll put instant in.
Yeah, we can put instants in. What do you want instant?
Yeah, I was just gonna do like a clean Bitcoin long 5x.
Okay, gotcha. Take it. The smart strategy there, just in case
playing the long happens.
Game. Yeah.
Literally.
All right.
All right, real quick, while Yagobi gets that in, I'm gonna go over the real quick. So this one was Marion, right? Marion did 25x long, $450 position. Liquidation price is 112.40. And then this was Zutada, right? Zutada did ETH 25x long. His liquidation price 4434. And then Yagobi is his liquidation price is 112.46. Very similar to Marion here. And then if you have your trades through, we'll just show that real quick too, Yago.
Yeah. Okay, so I do need like a little, like $2 to get instance in there. So
Show me the wallet address.
You might need a
Show me the wallet. I can
Let me
send it
see if I have some, but we can always come
with
back.
our money combined.
Yes,
we can
and a
do
single
some
pool.
trades.
a bunch of pours on here, huh? All right, there we go. But
All right,
okay, so
that's
we'll lock his in. I'll just read everybody else's until then. So we have yours at BTC 10x long. Entry price is 116,756, and then Aces at 44.92 was the entry price, and the liquidation is 5,300. So everybody's good there. Everybody is good there. We just got to get instance, but yeah, we can revisit that towards the end.
Yeah.
There.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Sounds good. I just gotta that's one thing that sucks. You have to like add the wallet. I mean, I have to add the token. That's kind of what I am doing right now.
Absolutely.
But yeah, let's get into the first topic, and then we can add that trade in later.
Let's do it. All right, so let's talk about the market moves recently. It's been pretty up and down, and Sunday didn't really end very, in my opinion, the way that a lot of people thought. I thought, ending the week would be kind of strong. It seemed like we did have a little bit of a pull up, kind of to, heading into the night of Monday, and then our morning of Monday, and then it reversed, and Monday was horrible. Today wasn't great as well. So I want to get some perspective a little bit outside of Marion to kick things off. So let's start with Ace. Ace, what's your mindset right now? First of all, let's talk about what asset you're mainly focused on trading, and how are you viewing the rest of September to play out?
Yeah. So I'm mainly focused on pump right now. That's the asset that I've been trading. I
Okay.
think it's been performing extremely well over the past like few weeks and through like all these like announcements. And I think on Sunday it was like one of the only like green coins that still had positive sentiment. And the reason why is because one, they raised $1 billion in cash, right, in order for this token to come out and happen. All the revenue goes strictly back to token buybacks. And with that being said, it's just like they have the war chest and the mind share to keep their price going up increasingly over time. That and hyperliquid. Those were the
Gotcha.
only two that I've really been highly focused on because of their revenue models and how the market is treating it, how a bunch of these institutions are looking at hyperliquid, right? You got Michael Novogratz from Galaxy, who's like very, very bullish on hyperliquid because it's like the decentralized version like of the NASDAQ essentially. But yeah, those been the two coins like I've been like focused on like really the most. BTC, Ethereum, of course, like play around with those here and there, but as far as like alts go, those been the only two that I think has been worth trading. I mean, since like a few months ago, for example, like if you'd have put a long on Hyperliquid on April 7th earlier this year when it was at $9 when that whole hack happened, you'd be retired by now. So
Yeah.
I think being that they have the revenue sharing model like going, like those coins gonna perform like very well for the rest of September.
Absolutely. And it sounds like your strategy right now isn't necessarily like the broader market and playing like the super safe stuff. You're actually getting hyper focused a bit on individual kind of performing coins, right? So obviously you talked about Pump. I think Pump was a great opportunity when it did get down to that 0.00022 level. And now we're seeing it at like 8.8, something crazy like that. Do you think it's been overbought a bit? And is this your strategy? Are you looking for individual performers and more locking in on those rather than an overall market sentiment thesis?
Yeah, so great question. I started to really lock in on Joe's like specific individual performers. I was getting my ass kicked on majors, so I was like, all right, bro, something got to change. But I mean, look, even if it's overbought at the moment, they have the war chest to keep buying it back, no matter how down it goes. So I think
Yeah.
it's only going to go down, but so much, right? Like we might see it go down to like 0007, but for it to touch like 5 or 4, I don't see that happening. Like there's no way that happens because they just have the
Yeah.
money. They're just gonna keep buying it. And now what they're doing with the streamers and the creator markets, eventually what's gonna happen is this: somebody's gonna come on. They're gonna get the whole streaming model right. They are going to flip Twitch, flip Kick, flip Stake,
Wow.
flip all these people, and Pump Fund will be the #1 streaming platform globally in the world. You cannot short a global speculation that has a low barrier to entry for anybody to participate and earn money fast. There's
So
no way you short that. That's just my
I
opinion.
gotta push back, bro. So have you seen today? I know you've seen yesterday, but all the streamer coins are down 75%. The second they go offline, their coins dump. I mean, talk about the what are they called? The what is it? The bag boys or whatever they're
Yeah,
called.
bag
What's that one
boys.
called?
Bag
Or
boys.
bag work, right?
Oh yeah.
Those guys, I mean, they're about to get arrested, so their lawyers like, yo, stop streaming. Their coin goes from 50 million to 10 million. I mean, that's not sustainable.
It's not sustainable, but it creates opportunity for someone to change their life in an instant that would take them 10 years and it only took them 2 weeks. See what I mean?
They
Yeah.
only made 200K because they don't own the
Oh,
token.
that's true. That's true. But only 200K.
I-
I mean, like,
That's a lot of money.
Well, I mean, no, hold
That's
on,
a
hold
lot.
on. Let's talk about what they did. They ran onto a baseball field, got arrested. They rented a private jet. They sat front row in a fight. I mean, we're already talking about $70,000-$80,000 minimum
and they have to
that they
split
put
it,
into
and then
this
and then
already.
and then
they
they
have
split
to
it.
split it.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm a little bit in between. I do think that it's not going to be sustainable unless something major changes in terms of the audience and content creator relationship. It cannot be focused on the coin. But let's kind of get back to like the hyper focus and
Yeah.
strategy of your trading strategy, because I actually love it. I think it's smart. You're thinking about revenue coins that are like companies or entities that are creating revenue and buying back their coin with it, hyper liquid and pump. I think that is something that the audience that's listening in, you got to look for that, because that's going to show the ability to create sustainability, right? And so we know like Hustle, which is an AI agent, right? Agent Hustle, that's one. You got other like SUI entities and stuff that are creating revenue and doing buybacks as well. So really love that strategy. I want to go to Zutada real quick. Zutada, we haven't really heard from you. What is your strategy with trading right now? What are you looking at? And how do you see the rest of September playing out?
Alrighty. So me, the way I go about things is purely based off of time. Like time has to align with price. If not, then I usually don't take a trade. So for me, like what's super important is specific like kill zones getting taken out or session highs, session lows in a specific timely manner. Because one of the models that I trade is called quarterly theory, and the whole theory behind it is time is fractal. And like I said, if price doesn't align with time, then we don't take a trade. So I take a trade. Let's say, for instance, I'll give you like a whole week, like Monday through Friday. So Monday's quarter 1, Tuesday's quarter 2, Wednesday's quarter 3, Thursday's quarter 4, and Friday is not part of it because it doesn't fit in a quarter. It's only 4. So with Monday, let's say last Friday we expanded and then Monday we accumulated. So then if Tuesday comes in and takes out Monday's low, let's say on Bitcoin, but then Ethereum doesn't take out Monday's low, that's a SSMT. It's a sequential SMT, it's basically a SMT divergence, but with time added to it. So that gives me indication that we want that the low of the week is in on Tuesday, and then I'm anticipating for Wednesday to distribute, depending on the highs and the lows. And you can also take it on a weekly standard as well too. Let's say if Ethereum takes out previous weekly high and Bitcoin doesn't, then that's a bearish SSMT. So then there's a time divergence between both of the assets, and you can bank that we're probably going to go short or the market's going to be bearish. And then I have other indicators as well too, like volume profiles, where I go and I just measure out like volume nodes and everything to see where price is reacting and stuff. But yeah, that's how I usually go about the market. Is just the time. The time has to align with when and how price is expanding or reversing.
But it's interesting because so I'm getting some of this. I'm comprehending, and let's try to bring it down to layman's terms for the audience, because they're very high level in terms of their comprehension. A lot of them, including myself, by the way. And so you brought up two assets though when you say the time difference, right, with Bitcoin and Ethereum. Are you saying Bitcoin leads Ethereum? And so if that's the case, then like if Bitcoin doesn't take out the low but Ethereum does, then we should expect based off of Bitcoin because it leads the market? Or can you explain that a little bit more?
So it depends which asset. So let's say, for instance, if Bitcoin took out the low and Ethereum didn't, so Ethereum made the higher low and Bitcoin made a lower low. So Ethereum is leading if we're looking at it on just like a SMT divergence, because since Ethereum made the higher high, it's going to lead because it didn't go down and take out that low that Bitcoin took out, because both assets move together. So it depends. Like Bitcoin, yes, it does lead, but there are instances where Ethereum also leads the market as well too, and we've seen it. So
Gotcha.
Yeah, it just depends on those specific kill zones and when they get taken out.
Interesting.
In
Go ahead,
simple
Marian.
words, it's like showing which pair is the stronger or weaker one. Exactly. Right. Yeah.
Wow.
Got it.
Are you sure you're 20, bro? Because like I feel like you have 20 years of experience.
Yeah. I feel like that hangover meme where like Zach Galifianakis is like
a lot. Yeah, the thing with me, a lot of people don't really trade this type of model when it comes to crypto. A lot of people, you'll hear the model more often if you trade like futures, but it also does work with crypto. So I've been working on it, testing it out, and it's been playing out really well. And then I add, like I said, volume profiles with it, because it's super important to see where volumes, keeping track of spot buyers, the perps buying, the OIs, all of this stuff as well too. It just adds more confluence to it. But yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. Well, let's talk about the assets you're looking at right now. Mm-hmm. Are you looking at the two majors that you just talked about? Or are you getting, kind of like what Ace is doing, trying to get a little bit more hyper focused? Or what's your approach? What are you trading?
Right now, I'm just trading Bitcoin and ETH. Gotcha. Sometimes I dabble inside of some altcoins, like for instance, Sui. I'll sometimes trade. Sui. Sometimes I trade out. I'm not really looking at altcoins too much, unless if I have like a strong conviction and direction where the market wants to go, like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Then that's when I'll like start placing some longs on altcoins. But my main that I mainly focus on is just Bitcoin and ETH.
Love it. And I love that both of y'all have different focuses right now, because it shows, because these two guys are from the Artura trading community, guys. So you can see even people that are in the same circles and stuff, they have different focuses that they're kind of applying their strengths to. So I appreciate you breaking that down for the audience as well. Marian, all right, let's have it. What are you thinking? What are you trading, and how does the rest of September play out in your eyes?
Yeah, so currently just the focus on the Ethereum and BTC, as well with some Solana, but just a bit, and just holding the on-chain gems, not taping any new stuff. We had this streamer meta these days. Also, Baker was launching and stuff happening, but like Shizzy said, it's just dumping, rug pulling. So I'm staying out of that, just holding money, which I've been chilling, and that's the only gem that I'm holding for now, waiting for the market to get better on chain and to see some new projects that are worth taping.
Yeah, I've always been curious, and I haven't got a chance to ask you. So, do you have a trading bag and then also a long-term hold bag, or are you just fully trade like your whole bag?
For money, for example, I was aping like really, really low, so that's my hodl bag.
Okay.
And after that, I entered another position with technical analysis, but my conviction is rising really high for the money, so I'm just gonna hold that one as well. I'm not gonna sell because it managed to go to my take profit, but I just removed it and I'm just gonna let it ride. The best is yet to come, I think.
Yeah, Marion's a great follow on X, guys. If you follow him, 100%, I'll retweet his stuff every now and then. So it's a great follow because you do pump your money. I call like people call me shilly shizzy, but I was out there. I was like, my guy Marion, he's shilling this. So I definitely am looking into it now for sure.
Let's go.
But yeah, man. Instant. Let's kind of talk about. So I've been hearing stuff, and I don't know how true it is, but potentially you guys are going to be doing a token generation event or a TGE coming. I mean, I'm hearing it soon. I definitely wanted to put you on the spot here. I apologize if I'm jumping the gun here, but if there's any alpha that you could drop for us, that would be much appreciated.
Who told you this?
Can't tell. Yeah, I told him I wouldn't tell you, bro. Hold on.
No, I can't say, anything. I can't say anything in this live stream. I can't even like wink my my eyelids. But yeah, there's big things in the work for the community to be really excited about. And if you're tuning into this live stream right now, I'm not saying there's anything going on, but I'm saying that if you're here and you're listening, like you are way ahead and you are certainly like an early adopter and an early community member of all the wonderful things we're looking to launch in Artura. So again, not saying anything, but yeah, big news to come, potentially as early as tomorrow morning. So
amazing. I'm gonna go tell my source. No, good job on the alpha, guys. We got little birds everywhere, always trying to find us alpha, man. It's feel like the guy from Games of Thrones, the Whisperer guy, or whatever. But absolutely awesome. Where should we go next, Yago?
Well, let's check out the trading competition on Artura and see like who's leading and kind of break down what that looks like. Because right now there is a trading competition, and you can see everybody's getting murked right there. That took the trades earlier, bunch of red there. But if you go to Artura.finance, there is a link at the top that says compete. Right, the competition. And so it is a 10,000 USDC competition, along with some of, I believe, an extra part of that prize as well. But the first place gets 5,000, and the second 5,000 is split amongst the rest of the winners. But as you can see, like first place P&L is only $433, so you still have time. And this is something that they were kind of estimating that will last 5 to 7 weeks, possibly around that time frame. It's been live for about a week and a half to I think almost 2 weeks right now, but you still can compete here. I've taken a couple trades on my side, but what's a good strategy do you feel like, Shizzy? Because obviously you definitely put a lot of effort in the beginning of this, and you were first for a little while.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's just volume, right? Like I've been just trying to do as many trades. What I've been doing, I mean, just coming in and doing like a $20 win, right? So every time I win $20, I take the money, I take the green, right? And then what that does, and every time I lose a trade, I just wait for it to go back into green because my liquidation prices are pretty low. As soon as I'm in green, $10, $15, I'm taking the win. I'm taking that thing, and what I'm doing by that, I'm putting up a lot of volume. And I don't know if that's going to be something in the future, but I think it's good. It's really good for Artura as well to kind of show that volume. So that's another reason why I'm doing it. But at the end of the day, I'm just trying to get that 15, $20 win. I take my money and move along.
It's a beautiful strategy too, where if it's green, take profit, and if it's not green, just wait for it to be green.
I mean, it's almost like if he applied that to his regular trading, he might would be a more successful trader, right? But instant, like, is there anything else that you could talk about, maybe about this competition and how it's been so far?
Definitely. So we're, about halfway into the competition at this point. We do end on October 2nd. So, I think there's about, 2.5 to, 2 weeks left in here. It's still like anybody's game. Like, as you said, like the top P&L is only 433. And it's the top 5 P&Ls that get access to the 10K prize pool. I think first prize is 5K, and the rest are a lesser amount. But I mean, still like a good amount of money nonetheless. And if you're like even like semi-competent at trading, like it should be like a pretty quick bag at this point. I would say too that like with some big announcements that we have like coming up, we're really going to start like blowing up this competition for the last like remainder of these 2 weeks. And so we expect like a pretty large influx of new traders to be coming on with these announcements that we have planned. So, if you're looking to get a little bit of an early advantage here and try to sneak up on the leaderboard, this is like really a good opportunity to get into the competition while there's still time and, still can play out your strategy, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, man, absolutely awesome, guys. Go over to Artura.finance today. Start playing over here. I already walked you through how to get your Bitcoin on here. I walked you guys through how to get your PUSD over here on Bitsy. It's super easy. You just got to walk down the street right from Artura. You guys do have a thing over here where you guys can also get a badge. Go over here. This is the Artura here. You just got to do a couple quests, a couple tasks. It'll walk you through exactly, make a trade in Artura. Easy enough. And you guys can claim a badge. Botonics is doing the largest Bitcoin airdrop ever to people who use the chain, and Artura is on that chain. So by using Artura.finance, you guys can potentially get the biggest Bitcoin airdrop ever from Botonics, but absolutely awesome here. Got a couple questions here. I got a wildcard question. Anyone who wants to take it, I'll say it first. So Bitcoin just broke above a major resistance level at 125,000, triggering a surge of FOMO. Trading volume spikes, and social media is filled with bullish sentiment. At the same time, the order book shows a cluster of large sell walls just slightly above the breakout point. Meanwhile, funding rates are perpetual futures are extremely elevated, suggesting over-leveraging longs are piling in. Anyone want to take this scenario?
Marion, that's a pretty good layup, right? Or easy layup?
Yeah,
What do you do?
If the shorts are piling up, is the inverse of like catching the falling knife and dumping. So it's like just the easy game. They're shorting the pump, and they should get liquidated because they're shorting without any confirmations.
Ooh, so even though there's a suggestion that over leveraged longs are piling in, do you think that taking a short here is a bad move? Because
Yeah,
go
just
ahead.
going to the price section. I'm only PA based.
Gotcha.
So-
I mean, if you think about it, it's like that makes a little bit of sense, right? Because if there's a lot of people that overanalyze a lot of the data that they go into that's like easily accessible, right? Funding rates and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But if it broke, a lot of times when it breaks resistance levels, it fakes out to the downside. And then what will happen is, it continually moves up depending on the overall sentiment of like the larger time frames, right? Like the weekly, the monthly. Is it due? Is this a headline and stuff like that? But interesting. I expected you to say, and that's probably the inexperienced part of me, was like take a fat short right there. So probably would have got liquidated there. But yeah, FOMO was the key word in that, in my opinion, too, though.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
So I wonder, like someone like Zutada, right? Like you are relatively new in terms of like time that you've been trading for. Have you gone through stages of FOMO that you've been fighting with like your emotional side of trading? Have you conquered that pretty easily in a short period of time?
I'd say with me, it's a lot different because I have a business background. Like I've ran businesses in the past. I've lost a lot of money. So to me, it didn't really affect me too much. And also coming from meme coins as well too, just seeing the fluctuation of being up 10 grand in 10 seconds and being down within a minute, it's like the money I just saw it as like a game, I feel like obviously we're all human and it's natural for us to feel greedy, the FOMO, impatient, everything. And of course it does get to me, but I feel like with me it's a lot different because I've had backgrounds in other stuff that was heavily correlated with that like negative habit or emotion, I guess you could say. So for me, it was a lot easier to fight it off than for some like beginner new traders that are just starting this off, or have never like done anything when it came to putting their own money down and, you know, seeing it go away in seconds.
Yeah. So do you put anything in place to, I guess, help you, or, to keep you from trading with your emotions, stop losses, et cetera, et cetera? Do you
Yeah.
follow these hardline rules?
Yeah.
Or go ahead.
Yeah, I have hardline rules, like I said, since I trade quarterly theory. If time doesn't align, then I won't take a trade. Even if I see super good traders on Twitter saying this and that and that and this, because a lot of people can get FOMO from that as well too. But yeah, I have a strict stop loss. You know, I go in with a set amount of money that I know that, let's say if I go in with like 2-3 grand, I know that I've already lost it. You know, so it's like it is what it is. I don't need to worry about it. That's how it is. And and yeah, that's pretty. And I've also like forward tested, back tested my model. So when I see it, I just take it. That's what helps me remove the emotions from it as well too. I feel like a lot of people haven't back tested like what they're trading enough to know that when they see it, they should just take it, because it has a probability on how much it could like play out, like if it's a 70 80%. So that's what's helped me a lot with having a proven model.
It's almost good to like forget your last trade too, because it's like it's kind of like the Steph Curry model of thinking. Everybody knows that he's one of the best 3-point shooters in the world. There'll be a game where he starts off 0-5, but he doesn't care. He's going to shoot 5 more threes if he has that same shot. Yeah. And it's like believing in your model that you just talked about.
Yeah.
Right. You build that model up of conviction. You take your emotions out. And that's why Steph Curry's so good at being a shooter. He takes his emotions out of his misses previously or whatever. He continually shoots, and that's why his percentage is good, and he's one of the best 3-point shooters. But I love that, especially from someone young, that it sounds like you have mastered that. And for the audience listening that's new to trading, don't think that just that you're the only one that has struggles with emotional trading. That's one of the biggest falls of traders, is falling into that. So appreciate that.
100%. We got some comments here from the chat. Question for Marion. Watching last week, I couldn't wait to ask, if Bitcoin breaks above its current resistance level with declining volume, would you expect that move to hold, or is it more likely a fake out?
Yeah, so if Bitcoin breaks above resistance, for example, I'll look at resistance as a swing high as my level, right? So I will just look at how the price closes on that level, and that will show you like the next move, the next direction. That's the candle science. It either sweeps that level and goes back down, or we disrespect that level and continue to go upwards. That will tell you the story.
Awesome. Yeah, that's really good. Spindrift says, I'm trading on Hyper right now. What are some reasons to move funds to Botonics and use Artura? Insta, you want to take this one?
Yeah, definitely. So I think right now, Hyperliquid is an amazing perp dex. I think they're kind of the gold standard when it comes to like perp dexes and their efficiency and their standards for the platform. We're really trying to be the Hyperliquid of the Bitcoin ecosystem. And there are tons of perp dexes that come out. And we're offering incentives for people using our platform. We have some big announcements planned. We're rewarding early adopters. So if you have like a belief or conviction in like what Bitcoin DeFi could be, then it's almost like a no-brainer to at least come to Artura and try it out. It's sort of a bet on Bitcoin DeFi's potential. There's a lot of like institutional adopters that are coming into Bitcoin, like billions of liquidity moving in. Strategic reserves are setting up. And sort of like the theory is that like a lot of this is going to end up flowing into Bitcoin DeFi as people are looking to generate more yield on their Bitcoin. So at Artura we have like a really awesome opportunity where Hyperliquid they've launched. They did an amazing job. And this is like an opportunity second to Hyperliquid for this ecosystem. And we're just getting started with all the updates and utility and rollout. Like truly, like what we've announced so far and what you've seen is really only the very tip of the iceberg for what we have planned in the future here. This is also is going to come with potentially more potentially Artura is going to be on more ecosystems. We're going to be having much more trading pairs listed, from RWAs to meme coins to AI to really anything people want to trade, and we're just going to be able to pop them up within 24 hours. So we're just getting started. It's a pretty good early bet, and it doesn't really take too much to get involved now. And Botanics is great. Shizzy said before, they're doing the largest Bitcoin airdrop in history to people who use their ecosystem. They have some really cool things that they're going to be announcing in the near future as well. So yeah, just get in. It's an early time. It's an early bet, and early plays are where the 100x's, 1000x's are made.
Yeah, 100%. And you really can't be early to Hyperliquid anymore, right? But you can be early to Artura, and
Exactly.
the benefits could potentially be the same, which is absolutely awesome. But what an amazing show today, guys. It was really, really awesome. I would love to give you guys a stage one last time on the way out here. If there's anything you like to say, anything you missed, or where to come find you, or whatever you want to do, we'll start with you, Zutada.
Yeah, you can find me on YouTube. I'm gonna start posting on there. YouTube is just Zutada. It's just my name. I'm gonna start posting trade recaps. Also if you see a trade recap and I don't know, you comment on my video or something, I can go more in depth in it. I'll explain my model in a couple other videos that I'll work on and stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna be posting more trades there because I trade pretty much daily. Obviously, if the opportunity is there, and then yeah, I'm just gonna make it as educational as possible, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. On Twitter, my name is just Prosperous100x. I don't post too much on there. I'm gonna try to, since now I'm a dabble into YouTube, but yeah, my YouTube is where I'll mainly be at for sure.
Amazing, man. If you ever want to come on our live stream, we go live Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern. If you ever want to hop on and do some TA with us, that door's open for you guys. Could help you get some subscribers there as well. But really appreciate you, man.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yep. All right, Marianne, your turn, buddy. Any last words?
Yeah, so prepare for tomorrow. Today it was really, really interesting and amazing show. So thank you guys for that.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Yeah, Marianne, finish us out, Instant.
Just notifications on for Artura's Twitter. Big announcement dropping. Can't tell you when exactly it's going to be dropping, but I'd keep an eye out. Tomorrow or Thursday. Yeah, things are going to be moving very, very quickly in the ecosystem. So if you blink, you might miss it.
Don't blink, guys. Don't miss it. Absolutely awesome, guys. Noties on, and it's at Artura Finance on X. Make sure you guys are following it. Make sure you guys go follow Zutada as well and everything else. But guys, really appreciate it. Until next week.
Peace.
Thank you.